Good morning. It's Monday, Columbus Day, excuse me. Even though today's a postal holiday, I did package a bunch yesterday because remember, I just got back from vacation and I just wanted to get. So, all these labels are dated for tomorrow. It's very important that you have to date your labels for the day that the post office picks it up. So, eBay printing knows when it's a postal holiday. So, when I printed yesterday, it automatically dated it for Tuesday. These are just the bigger boxes. I still have 2 bins downstairs of padded envelopes. So I was gone for 3 business days, or I was gone for more than 3 days, but 3 business days, and I ended up having 105 orders to package last night. So that's pretty good. And out of those 105 orders, I only had one person ask why their package hasn't shipped yet, which I was still within my 3 day handling time. So I don't know why people ask that. I have three day handling time, so I can go out on vacation when I want. And then here's my suitcases. I already emptied them. I'm so quick about when we get back from vacation. I don't like to have them sit in my bedroom too long. So those are unpacked. Everything's put away. Those are going to go in the basement. And then my goal for today is I bought this off of Amazon. This is a portable handheld scanner, but it also has a feeder. So I have a bunch of pictures that I want to scan in. I was talking to my husband like months ago, and he's like, do you have any baby pictures? And I didn't. I cannot find any baby pictures. I got pictures when I was in high school, but I don't know why I don't have any baby pictures. So I asked my aunt if she had any baby pictures. So she sent over her whole box of photos from when we were kids. And so this is me. This is my cousin Narissa, and this is my twin sister Holly. And these are those buttons you'd get at State Fair. I don't think they do that anymore, but do you remember if you were a child in the 80s always getting these big buttons? And so this whole box, I was just going to go through and pull the pictures of me and scan them in my old scanner upstairs, but that would take forever. This supposedly scans 300 in 2 hours. And so what I decided to do is I'm going to scan this whole entire box and make a USB drive for my Aunt Jan, because these are hers, and then I'm going to make one for my cousin Narissa, and then I'm going to make one for Holly, which I just have to make one and then copy it on other drives, and then one for me. So we all have, if we want to do anything on the computer with our old photos. So that's just going to be a surprise for her. I'm going to visit my Aunt Jan and Narissa this weekend, so I want to get this done this week so I can finally return this to her, because I've actually had this before Christmas. No, not that long. It wasn't Christmas. This is October. I think she came down in July. So I've had this since July, and I am not telling her what I'm doing. I just want it to be a surprise so she can have all her pictures on a little USB drive. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. I'm sure I'll have orders to package, and then my mom was in town to house sit for Holly, so I pay a pet sitter to come to my house to take care of my cats. My sister pays my mom to watch her dogs, and it just works out that way. So my mom likes to hang out at their house while we're on vacation, and then so she wants to see me before she leaves. So she and Holly are going to come over today, and we'll probably go out to lunch, and then my mom will head back to home to our hometown, which is 3 hours away. So I love my mom, but I'm perfectly fine with the pets that are coming to my house because my pet sitter is awesome. And yeah, this is what I'm doing today. Alright, if you notice my hoarse voice, I don't have a cold. Honestly, it's because I screamed a lot at Universal Studios because we went to Halloween Horror Nights. And this is, since my sister's coming to town, I just got stuff for her. This is my niece's Stranger Things. She loaned it to us so we could watch it before we went. So we watched this all last week, and this is season 1. It was so good, and it really helped us appreciate the Stranger Things haunted house. And then I made, this is the hot pepper jelly, jalapeno jelly. And then when we went to this is gifts I bought when we went to Clearwater that I haven't given away yet. Let me show you what I got, because I don't think I showed this on video. So I each got them, that's just for the girls and Holly. Just a little cute little coin purse. And then these are Simply Southern hair ties. I don't know where you're from, but in our Midwest area, the Simply Southern is the hot fad right now. They have t-shirts and stuff. It started with t-shirts, but I think there's jewelry. And so all the junior high girls and high school girls have to have Simply Southern stuff. And I've seen adult women wearing t-shirts too. So I saw those and I thought the girls would like it. So they each get a coin purse and hair ties. And then since they're stopping by today, I got that for them. And then she gets her Stranger Things back. But I actually am going to go online on Amazon and buy this because I want some for myself. I want a copy for myself. It was so good. And then I love how it looks like a VHS, and then it's hilarious because my niece is 13 and she's like, what is this? She didn't recognize the VHS. That's how old I am. Oh my god. She didn't know what a VHS. She's at the world of DVDs. So it's not really a VHS, that's just a decorative box. So if you don't understand the reference, then you need to watch Stranger Things. So anyway, I just was like, I love my viewers. They always comment about, for me to get well and stuff. I don't want you to be concerned. I'm not sick anymore. It's just I screamed way too much at the haunted houses. I'll be up for a couple hours and I'll drink some tea and my voice will be back to normal. That is a very bad cat. Sonny, that's not you. That's not your spot. You're not supposed to be there. I've never seen her do that before. Get down.
What are you doing, honey?
She's gonna go say hi to Daddy. I know. You need to say hi to Daddy. I cannot believe she was on the entertainment center.
Are you looking for attention?
She has been howling all morning, wanting us to pet her.
She feels lonely.
That's what happens when we get back from vacation. They either pout or they're extremely needy. Such a good cat.
She's a good girl.
She's got a crazy tail. Her tail is always on the move. Crazy tail. Look at that. I just am amazed by her tail. My other cats, they don't move their tail. Sunny is always moving her tail. Yes, you are.
Oh.
All right. Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday. Oh my god, it's been a long day. It's actually already 5 o'clock. So one of the things I did was made zucchini bread. This is my little cat barrier. See, trying to prevent the cat from coming over here while the bread cools off, because I have one cat who is obsessed with bread and I've already had to pull him down from the counter once. He keeps going after this bread, but it's hot. I can't put it away. It needs to cool down. So I'm just trying to put crap up here so the cat will not go near it, or I might just have to hold the cat for a while. And then what else did I do? I've just been, oh my god, it's been a long morning. Hold on, I'm gonna flip it over. Anyway, where was I? I showed you my zucchini bread, and then, oh, see my new shirt? This is Dr. Pepper. This came in the mail while I was out of town. This is one of those free things you mailed in receipts for like 3 12-packs, and I got it free. I love it. And then let's see what else I do this morning. So my cousin called me last night. New Kids on the Block announced a new tour for next year, and then the pre-sale was today, and I was the only one available. So I got online at like 10 o'clock this morning and spent an hour and a half trying to get tickets. I finally got tickets at, like, after refreshing for an hour and a half. So yeah, we're going to New Kids again next May. Since I was a teenager in the 90s, of course I like New Kids on the Block, and ever since they started retouring like 10 years ago, we go every year. I still like New Kids. It's not like I'm obsessed. Now at this point, it's just fun hanging out with Narissa and Holly. It's like our thing, going to New Kids. They're cool. I love their music. And then this time, Tiffany is opening up, and so is Debbie Gibson, and Salt and Pepper, and then I forgot who the 4th one was. Looks like a cool lineup. Can't wait. It's not till next May, long way off, and so I'm just telling you, buying tickets online, that was an hour and a half stress. I had my cell phone going on, I had my laptop going on, trying to get through with both, and finally I got through on my cell phone. It's like, oh my god, never again. Narissa usually buys the tickets, but she couldn't get out of work today, so I offered. And then I also was watching a live stream of a trial that I'm interested in, a trial that started today. So I was carrying my iPad around as I was packaging and stuff because I really wanted to watch this trial. It's like day 1. It was so boring. Like, I don't know, court TV obviously cuts out all the boring parts and makes their hours shows very interesting, because 8 hours of, like, I think one person testified, it was just slow going. And the first day you don't even know what's going on. They have not proved any point.
if I was a jury, I would be like, what are you guys even talking about? Why are we here? The I don't want to get into it, but I will keep watching the trial for the rest of the week to see what the outcome is. But I feel sorry for jurors. They don't get to the point. It's not a real live trial. Is nothing like an hour show on Oxygen or Dateline. It is long and tedious, and that's kind of just stressing me out. So yeah, I was buying tickets and watching a boring trial and making zucchini and packaging and answering emails, and it's been a long day. It's like sometimes I think I'd be more relaxed if I worked back in a 9-to-5 office because oh my god, I ran myself ragged today. So anyway, I think I'm gonna take a break, zone out on some happy TV, and then I will get back to working tonight. So yeah, Tuesday, and it feels like Friday. I don't know. Does anyone else watch like trials online? No? Is it just me? They're kind of interesting. So, but I like that I can have my iPad going and I can have my laptop going where I can work at the same time. So I know a lot of people are like, you shouldn't have that. TV is like a distraction. Not for me. My brain can do I function better when I have 20 things going on at once. So I can get a lot done when I have something playing in the background. Not a problem. So anyway, I will add more later.
Good morning. It's Thursday, and I am raking leaves at 7:30 in the morning. I have this huge tree in my front yard. Look at all the leaves already. I'm crazy. I just couldn't rake yesterday because it was raining, and today is yard waste pickup day. So we have 2 trash days. We have Friday they pick up normal trash, and then Thursday they pick up recyclables and yard waste, and you have to pay extra for yard waste. So I try to make sure that I have a bag a week since I'm paying for it. And so I just have this garbage can that I designate just for yard waste. And yeah, I obviously will not rake the entire yard because I'm already halfway full, but I'll rake enough to fill that bin. I like to keep my yard nice, but I'm not like compulsive about it. I actually like the leaves because it reminds me of fall. Technically, me. And then let's see, you see that lady catty corner where she has 2 trash bags right there? Those are leaf bags. Me and her are the only ones who rake our yards. Everyone else could care less. So I try to clean it a little so my leaves don't blow in my neighbor's yard. But honestly, no one else does anything on their yard. So I've talked to her. She's super nice. She likes to complain about the neighbors, so I try not to talk to her too much. But I am friendly with her. She's the only one who actually talks. Everyone else stays to themselves. Neighborhood life. I'm opening my chocolate frog from the Wizarding World at Universal Studios. So this was $10.95 at Universal Studios. I just peeled off the plastic. I'm going to open it up. This box is very nice. Ooh. Oh, and this frog is wrapped in, of course it's wrapped in plastic too. Why can't anything be easy? It's huge. Look how big that frog is. It is absolutely huge. And then it's supposed to have a collector card, right? It's the collector card. And I got Salazar Slytherin. That's kind of cool. That's huge. It's lenticular, but he's not moving. I thought they were supposed to move. I don't know what he does. Oh, there he does. Kind of. Maybe it just doesn't record. Oh yeah, his head moves to the right, to the left. Isn't that cool? Now I'm gonna eat this for breakfast.
Good morning. It is Saturday. It's actually like 1 o'clock now. Oh my god, the last 2 days have been crazy. I just didn't think of recording. So yesterday we had to turn our heat on for the very first time, and it worked, but it was like 3 degrees off. Like he'd set it for 70 and it wouldn't go over 67. So we do have a heating and cooling man in the family, but he's a lot going on and I didn't want to bug him. So Robert Googled it and figured it out. We just had some condensation in one of the hoses, and then we just had to change the air filter, and it is back to working perfectly. And then so today we got up, we were going to drive to meet some family, and our car wouldn't start. It would not start at all. We have a Kia 2015. It's not, we bought it used, but we don't drive it that much. It only had like 20,000 miles on it when we bought it. a couple years ago. So there should be no problems with this Kia. And I Googled everything and I just couldn't figure it out. So we do have a warranty that we paid $3,000 for, no big deal. Called the warranty service. They sent a tow truck driver out. While we were waiting for him, I called the dealership that the car was going to be towed to and asked him about like how rental cars work. And he's like, "Can you tell me what's going on so I know what to be prepared for?" And I explained what was wrong. And he's like, "Well, it sounds like the battery." And we had already thought of that, and Robert was going to look at the battery, but when he opened up the hood of the Kia, it just looked different than anything he'd ever looked at before, and there's all these extra like covers and stuff, and he just wasn't willing to mess with it unless he knew it was the battery for sure. So long story short, the guy at the dealership's like, "Sounds like the battery." He says, "Ask your tow truck driver to jump the battery when he gets there." And sure enough, we did, and sure enough, it was the battery. So the tow truck driver was super nice. He left the car there. The car wouldn't start at our house. So this is all happening at our house. And so Robert, now that he knows it's just the battery, he is comfortable changing it himself. So he left in the Kia to go get a new car battery. I'm staying here. We have a backup car. It's a 2000 Taurus. It's extremely old. We don't like to drive it. It's in great condition, but it's just old. I'm spoiled. It's really hard to like turn the wheel and stuff. It's Robert's car from way before I ever met him, and he says he's gonna get rid of it, but he hasn't yet. So anybody want a 2000 Taurus? Come take this off my hands. And it runs. It's just I don't like it. It was before me. I don't like it. So anyway, I'm hanging out at the house in case something does go wrong with the car. I can go pick him up, and he will come home and change the battery. So yeah, that's the last 2 days. Crazy household stuff. Everything that could go wrong goes wrong. But luckily, hopefully it's a simple fix. We just changed the plans. Tomorrow we will take the road trip to visit family. Today we're just hanging out, fixing the car. Probably go to Six Flags tonight now that we're stuck here for Fright Fest. And business-wise, I spent all day listing, sold a bunch of stuff, had a couple return requests. I normally don't get return requests. I went like 6-7 months without a single return request. Having 2 this week is a bummer, but I accept them. I don't care. Return it. I don't have time to worry about that. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with the items. Go ahead and return it. It's nothing that was my fault. They just, picky stuff that I'm not going to argue about. Return it. I don't care. None of them were high dollar. But that's, what that happens when it's Christmas season coming up. Everyone selling on eBay should have started noticing their sales picking up. My sales have been picking up. It is officially fourth quarter. So the next 3 months you deal with buyers that you don't normally deal with. Everyone's getting online shopping. And so yes, more buyers means more problems. That's okay. You just have to deal with it. Just remember that. Don't get frustrated with your buyers. Just let it go. Let it go. I learned that the hard way. I don't let buyers bug me. If they're not happy, they're not happy. I'm not one of those sellers that refunds and lets the person keep the product. You want your money back, you're going to have to return the product. Unless it's like my fault, like the last week, that guy with the necklace, that was totally my fault. So actually, I was going to let him keep the product, but he ended up he returned it anyway. That's fine. But I was going to let him just keep the product because I don't know if you remember my vlog when I was at the airport flying out. I sent the person a wrong product. The point is, I got sidetracked. If you're an eBay seller and you read comments and you read people's opinions, a lot of sellers are big on, if you have a buyer that's upset, just refund the money and walk away. I don't do that. I will issue a refund once I get the product back, unless I make a mistake. I made one mistake this year. The guy from 2 weeks ago. One mistake. That's it. All the other returns I've had were not my mistakes, and so darn right, yes, you are returning the product. A lot, there's a whole big open discussion that if you're too easy on buyers, they make it difficult for everyone. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't think there's like a whole I don't really think buyers are out to scam people. I really don't. I think, they're just not happy. But business has changed, and if there's something I am not happy with on Amazon, guess what? They make me return it. I don't get to keep the product for free. Same way I order a lot from Disney. When they send me the wrong product, and they want that wrong product back. Like maybe like 20 years ago, Disney would be like, "Don't worry about it, just keep it. I'll send you a replacement." They don't do that anymore. They don't. The two times they've sent me the wrong product, and they wanted the wrong product back. They did send me the correct product. But I did have to return the wrong product. So I'm going off on a tangent again. I don't even know what the point of my story was. Buyers. I guess my point is I'm the type of seller who I try my best to make the buyers happy, but I don't kiss anyone's ass. You just know whether your buyer is difficult or not, and if the buyer is too difficult, I'm just like, return it, and I quit answering. But honestly, out of this whole year, it's already October. Can you believe that? It's already October. Today's the 13th. October 15th will be officially 1 year that I've worked from home. Cool. I might have a party. But going back to, so just thinking about this entire year, I've sold, you have to understand, I've probably sold like 8,000 items this year at least. And I've only had 2 buyers that have driven me crazy. That's pretty good. I sell a lot of stuff. That's it. You can tell I'm bored just sitting here waiting for my husband to come back. I'm actually working. I don't know if you can see this table. I can't really flip it around. See this table? This is my scrapbook mess. I am working on my little junk journal from my trip to Universal Studios. I think I'll do a flip through after I'm done with it. I got crafty. What can I say? I'm crafty all of a sudden. Does that happen to people who work from home? They become more crafty? Because when I was in an office, I had no time for crafts. But now, I just want to make mementos from each of these trips. And it's actually YouTube's fault. Because I saw a recommendation for some lady who makes junk journals. And then my cousin Narissa introduced me to day planning. And now I'm just like, I'm making these little books. It's fine. It's fun. That's it. And I've already been rambling for 8 minutes, so, but that's okay, because I really haven't recorded much for the vlog this week. So, and I'll just finish this with, because we just got back from Universal Studios, watched those vlogs. It was awesome. I loved it. And I'm the type who has to always be like looking forward to another vacation. So guess what? In December, we're going back to Universal Studios. I want to see what Harry Potter World looks like at Christmas time. And I read that they decorate Dr. Seuss Land very Christmassy. And my husband loves the Grinch, so we want to see Grinch in a Santa suit and see what Seuss Land looks like at Christmassy. And then we are also we're only going to Universal Studios one day. And then one day we're going to go to Disney for their Christmas party. So it's another one of those like 3-day weekend trips. We're not going to be there that long at all. And then next weekend we're taking a road trip to Milwaukee because I was browsing Instagram. And one of the guys I follow, the Milwaukee Zoo has Halloween Moldoramas. And if you don't know what Moldoramas are, Google it. They're awesome souvenirs. If you watch my videos, you would have seen my Moldorama video from, where was Busch Gardens. And so, yeah, the Milwaukee Zoo has tons of Moldoramas, and they have 4 Halloween ones that are only out until October 31st. So I saw that Instagram post, I Googled it. Milwaukee is only 6-hour drive from my house. 6 hours, we can do that. So we're gonna drive up, go to the zoo we're gonna drive up, stay at a hotel, and then the next morning get up, go to the zoo, and then head home. So it's just an overnight trip. I'm excited. So you know what, when I have trips to look forward to, when I have trips to plan, it just makes me work all the harder. And yeah, the last 2 days I've been listing nonstop because I think about how I need to earn some money for vacation. So I actually think I'm going to end this vlog this week because it's a Saturday. I don't know how much video I have. It's probably going to be a short vlog. Well, it was until I rambled for 10 minutes. So anyway, thanks for watching, and please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you later.